this is love.
Cinderella is an easy fairy tale to dismiss. On lists ranking Disney princesses from least to most feminist, she's consistently at the bottom. People often say that she just waited around for a man to rescue her.
Cinderella, banned, because, you know, she waits around for a rich guy to rescue her. Don't rescue yourself, obviously.
But when I see Cinderella, I see an abuse survivor. Every time someone says, "Why didn't she just stand up to her stepmother?" I think of that question so often asked of abuse victims. Why didn't she just leave? In a Twitter thread on the Cinderella mythos, Melissa Gray addresses these people kind of perfectly. Shut up. Not how abuse works. She also says, "When I was a kid dealing with abuse, what other people saw as waiting, I saw as surviving." Cinderella never seemed to me to be a doormat putting up with abuse. She survived it, and then found love later in life. This dichotomy sums up exactly why I love myth and fairy tale retellings. The same story can mean a million different things depending on who tells it. At its heart, Cinderella is a simple story. It's a rags-to-riches tale about a girl who escapes her abusive stepfamily and lives happily ever after. But what it means depends on how it's told. In her stand-up show Nanette, Hannah Gadsby says, "You learn from the part of the story you focus on." When retelling a fairy tale, what you focus on changes the meaning of the story. I spent a lot of time researching different versions of Cinderella. I thought it would inspire me to write my own version of Cinderella, but instead, it's made me question what I might be missing in other fairy tales. At its heart, this project became a call to look closer at the stories and myths that we as a society consume, and work out what they might be able to say if taken out of the patriarchal frameworks that they were popularized in. I despise Snow White, but if I were to retell Snow White, what would I focus on? What could that story mean to me? Fairy tale heroines have so much more resilience, strength, and depth than we give them credit for.